Navigating the rivers of riches. Why do some bank accounts remain modest while others overflow? The difference often lies in proximity to the streams of prosperity that course through the economic landscape. Significant fortunes accrue to those who align their efforts with the wealthy, their heirs, and the surviving partners of the affluent. History shows that serving the prosperous frequently leads to sharing in their abundance. Yet many entrepreneurs, freelancers, salespeople, and even traditional workers see their earnings stagnate. Perhaps their focus misses the audiences with the means to spend generously. The prosperous, particularly self-made ones, may guard their wallets tightly for everyday items, bargaining over small purchases like bread or shoes. But when it comes to securing their future or legacy, spending flows freely. Investments in financial advisors, tax experts, legal professionals, premier healthcare for family, elite education, and luxurious homes unlock their purses. As many helm their own businesses, they also fuel demand for modern offices, advanced technology, and more. Beyond that, lavish gifts shower their children and grandchildren, while heirs, enriched by inheritances, spend with little restraint. The coming tide of wealth, the years ahead promise an unprecedented surge of riches, multiplying opportunities to cater to the affluent. Consider these insights into the American economic vault. In 1996, approximately 3.5 million households, out of 100 million, held a net worth of $1 million or more, collectively owning nearly half the nation's private wealth. From 1996 to 2005, total personal wealth was expected to grow nearly 6 times faster than the number of households, reaching $27.7 trillion by 2005, a 20% increase from 1996. By 2005, millionaire households were projected to rise to 5.6 million, controlling $16.3 trillion, or 59% of the nation's personal assets. Over that decade, nearly 692,000 individuals were anticipated to pass on estates of $1 million or more, totaling $2.1 trillion in 1990 dollars. A third, roughly $560 billion, would transfer to surviving spouses, predominantly widows, while nearly $400 billion would reach heirs, averaging $189,000 each. These recipients tend to spend boldly, far exceeding their non-inheriting peers. 2. Sidestep steep taxes. Many affluent parents distribute wealth during their lifetimes. Between 1996 and 2005, over $1 trillion in assets, cash, properties, stocks, and heirlooms was expected to flow to descendants, averaging over $600,000 per child in 1990 dollars. Much of this occurs discreetly, with annual tax-free gifts of up to $10,000 per child or grandchild per parent, fueling the transfer. Harvesting the bounty. Opportunities abound for those who address the needs of the prosperous and their families. Here's where the wealth concentrates. Legal expertise. Thrive's legal professionals stand to gain immensely. From 1996 to 2005, estate attorneys were projected to earn $17.1 billion settling million-dollar legacies, with executor and administrator roles adding billions more, totaling over $25 billion in revenue. These specialists do more than draft wills. They steer families, especially widows managing vast inheritances, through complex transitions. Tax attorneys also shine, shielding the affluent, who pay a quarter of U.S. income tax despite being just 1% of households, from growing government claims, including emerging asset taxes in some states. Immigration law emerges as another frontier, as global tycoons seek residency through substantial investments, pouring wealth into regions like California. Healthcare for the elite. The prosperous prioritize health, spending heavily, projected at $52 billion over a decade, on medical and dental care for their adult children and grandchildren, often directly from their pockets. Specialists such as cosmetic dentists, plastic surgeons, and niche therapists command premium fees from clients who value excellence over cost-cutting. Transforming assets into cash, heirs inherit more than money, farms, art, collectibles, and often prefer liquidity. Appraisers, auctioneers, and dealers convert these treasures into funds, while property managers maintain estates until they change hands, tapping into a lucrative niche. Education's elite demand over 40% of the affluent fund private schooling for grandchildren, driving growth in prestigious institutions. Teachers, tutors, and counselors benefit as tuition rises, supported by grandparents' deep reserves. Homes built on generosity, more than half the prosperous aid their children's home purchases, sparking demand for builders, lenders, and decorators. These subsidized buyers opt for upscale properties, lifting the entire housing market. Travel's luxe. Appeal family vacations rank high among the affluent. Over half spend $5,000 or more, with some exceeding $10,000. Resorts, cruises, and far-flung adventures prosper as these families explore together. Where opportunity concentrates. Certain regions gleam with potential. California, Florida, New York, and Texas host large clusters of millionaire households and substantial estates. Connecticut stands out too, boasting the highest per capita wealth concentration, a hidden gem for those chasing the golden stream.